Hello and welcome back to the fields of Tyrone. Welcome back to the Real-Ish-Tic series. It's now nearly coming up for 10 o'clock on February 3. I'm currently slowly spreading in our final meadow, and then we're going to move on to do some field work, some prep work, so we can get ready to look to start planting. So I'll get this done and then we'll move on to that. Let's jump in, let's go. So in the end, after the last time out, I did decide that we'd go out and we would roll every meadow and we would fertilise every meadow. I did say that some of them I'd probably leave, but we've got so much slurry and I had enough time that I went out and did it all. If we jump in the map, you can see now, these were what I was going to concentrate on. And I didn't think I owned this one, but I did. I forgot I brought 125, so we just finished 125, we did 132, and I went over and we rolled the grass and then fertilised in 145. So all of our meadows are now done. Although this shows as a meadow or a field, that's been turned into our pasture, so that's not really there anymore, as you can see. That's just the old information still there. But that's all of our grass ready now. That's sowed, that's done. So what I need to do is figure out, which I should have already thought about before I started up. Oh yes, I've been and purchased the I4 Williams trailer. We can fit, I believe, 6 cows in there, so we can go by 6 cows at a time. It's not many, but I don't think there's going to be many really good ones available when it comes to buying cows. We might have to reshuffle the livestock market a few times. So that was purchased, that was brought down. I have brought the lime spreader, the solid fertilizer and lime spreader, that's down. It's over there. Did a few little jobs, tried to get things to move along. I will apologise for there being probably about a week between this and the last episode. I've been having my back issues have been flaring up and I've not really been comfortable to sit and do anything. I've spent much of the last 5 days laying either on my kitchen floor or on my lounge hardwood floor to try and get comfortable, which obviously sounds a bit mental because that's not comfortable, but that's the only way I can get relief sometimes. But hopefully we can get through this. So I'm just going to top up. So I think what I said we'd do, what I'm going to do, I'm going to slurry the fields because they've been ploughed. I did say I'd just roll. I'm going to slurry it, I'm going to cultivate it, then I'm going to lime spread it. It's probably the wrong way round. It is the wrong way round. I think we should lime it first. Lime it first. Shall we do that? Let's try that. Just for a change. Let's leave this here. That does mean we need to go and buy some lime, though. Which obviously isn't a problem. I don't think, as I say, it's been a few days and quite a few days of medication since. I don't think we've purchased any lime. Fertilizer, seed. Right, so let's go and get ourselves some lime. The store is open. We'll take our little... Is that our Stroutman trailer? Is that what it is? I'm not sure how much lime we'll need. We'll get some on here. It's Farm Tech. There we go. It was one of them. And does that sit too high? That's the only thing that's now getting me with this. Is everything's hitching up a bit high. That'll be alright. That'll be fine. Right. I have to remember to put the bar on the bottom, I think. So we can hitch onto that. Things, not everything wants to hitch on lower. Some things do want to hitch on the middle hitch. It's just that everything is hitching on the middle hitch, regardless of where I actually want it. But anyway, we'll come in, Welcome back if you are a return viewer. Welcome in if you are new. Returning viewers, hopefully you're still enjoying it. You must be if you're back for a bit more. If you are new and you do enjoy a bit of this, why not consider going back to the beginning? I think we've only got about 8 episodes of this series up. They are all roughly about an hour long. And we are doing it as realistically as we can. I do it as raw as I can. So there's no massive jump cuts. We're not flying around and doing things at breakneck speed. We're just trying to get about, do some farming. Taking it all in our stride. I do need to top up on fuel when we get back. I think I put some fuel in the Lamborghini. It's the Hurley that needs some now. So I don't think I purchased anything else while we were gone. I think it was just the animal trailer. Let's try and turn this around actually, and then we can use the site pallet truck to move our bags. Just going to block their entrance for a bit. That'll be alright. If we get 6 bags of lime, it might go really quick, it might not. We have to come back and get more, we have to come back and get more, don't we? That's how that works. Alright, my man. So, can we please have some lime? Don't think I've got any other sort of lime. Have I? Fertilizer? So I do like it if it's a little bit different. Oh, these are lime. They're smaller though, aren't they, I think? You can pretty much pick them up with your hands. This is fertilizer, yeah. What is that? What's the weight in that? There's 500. What's the weight of these? We'll go with base, I think. I think that'll be best. It's not a pallet, a big pallet for that, is there? No. Right, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with the bag. And that's going to cost us 2,700. So we'll jump in the little truck. I think that's probably where I want to be. We'll adjust it when we get there. Right. This sort of thing always goes wrong. Takes forever. Back on the farm, we do have a bag lifter. Now, when we bought our bag lifter, it only had the option of 2 hooks on it. It's been updated, and now you can get a singular hook for it. So we might even change that. Oh, 4 at once. Yes, please. If that'll stay on, that'd be nice. Try not to roll too far forwards. That one on the left is just spinning and rotating round. Oh, fell off. Of course it did. It's going to make it awkward now, isn't it? So we've been greedy with them. I do love bags. I think it's just... it's, oh, there. This might be after one of those bits where we cut away and have a crew help us, because that's just stuck on there. Cheers, Derek. Thanks for that. Yeah, we got Derek to come and help us in the end, because we were making a bright pig's ear of it. It was going all kinds of wrong. And they were worried about safety. Now, I don't think that's going to be enough. Now I've put them on there, I don't think that's going to be enough. I think we will be back for more. So hopefully Derek's still about. Because we're going to need him. Out of practice. Once he got in, he showed me how to... I tilted the front arm forwards way too much, so they were just sliding off, not doing what they were supposed to do. My incompetence. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck at the other end. Loading it in. If not, this could be a disaster. That's why she just let the people at the store load things for me anyway. Probably safer. Safer for me, safer for them. Better viewing for you. We didn't play your room. I am the danger. So it even went in and did that little one. The pH on the meadows, on most of the meadows anyway, is pretty much perfect. It doesn't require a lot. So hopefully that'll stay fine like that. Now, let me just check. I think we have our bale shredder on there, yeah, so we'll leave that. I'm going to try and just back this up, park this up here. Nice little animation there. And we'll put our spreader on the back of the Hurley. Got some rain due later on this afternoon. I think it's about 4 or 5 o'clock time. Hope it's not going to interrupt our day too much. We do have work to be doing. So if we take the strap off, should be fine. I don't want to break the tines on that, so we'll take that off and we'll actually use the bag lifter. So we should see if we can get a bag lift for the store as well. Just a single pronged one. Right. It's fine. We're going to need to refill, so I'll just rest it down rather than go through the rigmarole of detaching. There we go. That's fine. And then we can do our thing. They're not big fields. It should take us a massive amount of time. We don't have GPS on the Hurley, so we're doing this by eye, which will probably make it a little bit more wasteful. Well, that is taking that a lot. We are going to need a lot of lime. This is a thirsty field. I'm going to have to order in a lot of lime, I think. If that's all we got off there, I'm going to need to order in a lot. A lot of lime. Especially as the other field is bigger. What we may have to do is get ourselves a little silo so we can order that to be filled and have it delivered in. Not today. We can't afford it. We can't just have that drop down, I don't think, but maybe next winter. Get a lime storage silo. Oh, here come the rain. Let's get this in, under cover. I thought the rain was due a lot later. Alright, let's just check the weather forecast. Well, it says should be clear again by 2, so we might just go in for lunch. Just turn the engine off. Don't want that running for the next 2 hours. We'll go in and have some lunch and come back out. Sort of dampen things for us, literally. Right, nice long lunch. It's just gone to, rain has stopped. Just going to chuck a bit more lime down. Perhaps we'll just do the one field and do all the cycles on one field, and then I'll have to do all the cycles on the other field. Oh, no, I don't want that, do I? Think what you're doing, man. We've already loaded. Honestly, I only had like a light beer with me dinner. Okay, so what we'll do is because plans always change. We'll lime this field. We'll then go and get ourselves a cultivator. We'll cultivate over it, and then we'll slurry it. And then I can move on to the next one. I think that might be the better way of doing it. Maybe while we're cultivating, actually, I could set a worker up to go and lime the other fields, or sort of getting done for us. That might be the sensible option. Get one of the boys in to help out. Oops, come over a little bit. As is often the case, it's never going to be perfect, but we want to try and get a decent coverage. Runs out so quick. But the liming should only be something we do every couple of harvests. Much like the ploughing. I'm hoping we probably won't have to plough for another 4 harvests, to be fair. Lime every other, maybe. Just stick the other 2 on. That's probably, what, a quarter, maybe a third of our fields covered. It's just the narrow top, isn't it? It's a good job I don't plan on liming all the meadows. But one day we will need to. That will be a thing. Might not even be a quarter of the field. I do have the variable spread mod type thing. I mean, I probably could adjust that so it's spread or using a lot less. Just so we get a lighter frosting to help improve it. We'll leave as is. This is how long it takes, and this is how we have to do it, so this is how we do it. Apologies for any noise you pick up. I can hear my missus banging the Hoover about downstairs. There's always something. The downside of living with a domestic goddess. They're always on a job. Now, in the comments to the last, I believe it was the last episode, Kartek did give permission to add in and start using his human needs mod that I've sort of briefly talked about. So we might try and work that in at the start of a new month or at the start of a new part when the time feels right. So I need to start at the right time, just so it syncs up with time of day and needs, really. And that'll add a little something to what we're doing throughout our days and our times while we're on jobs. It's a cool little mod. It just adds in, well, some human needs. Throughout the day, you consume up energy. You need to sleep. You become hungry. You have to eat, and thirsty, so you have to drink. And yeah, so it just adds a little something to the role play, to the gameplay. So we might work that in here. Like we just went for lunch, so we would have gone and we would have eaten a big lunch, built ourselves up because we had like 2 hours to do it. Seen us through till the end of the day. Oh, just smack me stack. It's a nice little touch to a little bit of realism. It's not sort of overly forced. At the minute there's no like negative side effects from not doing things, but you have the stats of your hunger and your thirst and your energy, and it's just like just to manage those stats as well as managing everything else. I'm not sure how he could work in a negative side effect to not managing them. There's sort of nothing sort of within the game that you can build in to do that. close are we getting? That's not too bad. I'd say it's not going to be perfect coverage, but it'll hopefully prove to be a better yield so we can get a little bit more money for it than we did the last one. And there was me saying I don't think this will take long. It's not a very big field. I think maybe going forward we'll definitely reduce the amount we use and when we do it, just to see if it'll go a little bit further for us. I guess what we need is someone bringing it down to us, rather than me coming all the way up, but there is just us. So welcome to solo farming. You have to do the work. So if I hang this off the edge, I can get the other one to grab on as well. There we go. Now I did notice that combine experience was also now on the mod hub. I'm not sure if it was new on the mod hub or if it just recently got an update, but that adds a little bit more realism to harvesting, with harvesting speeds depending on density of your crop and what sort of crop it is. So I've popped that in. Not that we're going to do like massive amounts of harvesting, but we should have a couple of harvests each year, so that'll just add a little bit more realism to those speeds there as well. There were a couple of others that I saw floating around. I might have to just look at a little bit more and see whether I want to get them in. I can't remember what they were now because my memory is terrible. But there were things I wanted, or that I was considering. Not things I wanted, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? Things that looked like they might add a little something for us. That's what it was. We think 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 or 5 more loads still. It's a lot. It is a lot. There's me thinking we're going to rocket through this and be getting like 4 or 5 jobs done. Spent half an hour doing this one field with lime. Crazy. I also forgot to go and check if there was an auto drive route. There would be by now, I think. Let's go have a look. Because then I could send my workers off. Providing that the gates are open, I could send workers off to go and do jobs. Rather than having to drive them out there or set them up as a follow me. Because then that's what I'm going to have to do. I have to... Once I finally get this one finished, I have to set the follow me up to take the hurley out with a worker in it to the other field, so I can set them up to do some lime, and then I'll have to buy the lime as we need it. Then I'll drive around to the store to grab the cultivator or the disc. I don't think we have a disc. We've just got the mulcher, the weeder mulcher. I am surprised at how much lime this is taking. And it may just feel like there's a lot of lime because it's a really small lime spreader. But I didn't think they would require as much, or it would require as much as it's taken. As always, my guesstimations are abysmal. You might be thinking, I don't need to keep wasting my time and sitting that down and resting it on the trailer, but I don't think I should leave it hanging up there with weight on it either. As always, feedback down in the comments. Let me know what you think about my awkward farming. Clearly a lime silo would be a good investment, but again, they're not necessarily cheap, are they? And we've not got a lot of money now, despite some of the beginners saying we had loads of money, loads of land, it's going to be too easy. We've not got a lot of money if we want to buy things like that and then pay to have it delivered in as well, which does usually come at an extra cost. we're not looking for perfect coverage. We might be able to get that last, make that last little bit spread far enough. Possibly, possibly not. We'll just have to remember for next time that this is a long job. Lime spreading is a finishing an episode job, not a starting an episode job, because it becomes the whole episode. Oh no, there's not enough in here. It's only 800 litres. And I don't have store deliveries, so I can't even get it delivered down on site. Perhaps I should get that. You know, should we use store deliveries? Store deliveries does cost more, so again, let me know if you're still here watching. Let me know what you think about store deliveries. What do I want? I want to. Let's see how we can get with it first. Let's do that. Let's see how bad it looks. So it's only really 2-3 little pockets, isn't it? It might cover. Or might not. Leave that there. How bad does that look? Obviously we've got this big chunk up here that's not limed. Well, the rest of it is alright. I think I'll leave that as this field covered. It's better than now. Where am I going? What am I doing? No, I don't want to. Could have left it where I was. Should have parked up. That's what I need to do. So I think if I do fertilizer or seed, if I set one of them to buy, it should buy the lime as well. I'm not quite sure. Probably the fertilizer, but we'll turn them on. We'll just park over here, and we'll try and get it to follow as we go. Oh, stuck on a tree. Mind your head. There we go. If we go and jump in the Lamborghini, we'll detach the slurry tank, jump in the Lamborghini. We'll get the... This will be a long way round. We'll get the Hurley to follow the Lambo. We'll take them both down to where it needs to go. I've got enough space to get out. There's loads of space. We are about, man. And drive up to the store and get ourselves a disc or cultivator or something just to turn the lime in, and then we'll chuck the slurry on the top. That really should be turned in. What we should have done is slurried before we ploughed. I just wasn't thinking, as is often the case. I might want to put my weight box on as well. Can I get to it? Can. I'll put a cultivator on. I think I want a weight box on. Alright. So if I can have you... Thank you very much. All set and ready to go. Let's go around the back rather than keep knocking me head. Oh, let me just check your speed. Sorry. Do I have to wait for you all day again? I think there's a mod as well in there, so we can preset a couple of cruise controls. Perhaps I need that. Preset it's like 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, and then like 25 miles an hour. So I'd have to keep wheels scrolling. But they can get this done this evening. Right. Took me a little minute to find my light. Yeah, that's quite a bit bigger, that one. Oh, watch where you're going. You're alright. Oh, you're going to sit there, are you? Of course you are. Of course you are. You've actually passed the tractor. But you're going to sit there. Don't you worry about creeping, my friend. Don't you worry about creeping. I forgot to put fuel in, didn't I? So... you... see what they want to do. I'll tell you what, we'll leave it be. Now what they're going to go and spread, because it's not filled. That's the only issue now, isn't it? Oh. They're spreading fertilizer. Alright, let's try that again. I've put a bit of lime in it. Just to make sure that they do lime. Right. I forgot that if it's empty, they'll just go straight to fertilizer. So we've got a little bit of fertilizer down here, which is fine. Absolutely fine. We'll live with it. Could have drove around me, mate. Don't know why you're there making a drama of it. See? Once I get going, they try and overtake. Crazy fools. So we need to get up to the store before it shuts. That's our right there. Oh, it's a bit blind, isn't it? I was probably coming a bit quick. Be careful of these nice folks. Don't want to squish anyone. Let's get rid of that. Get that going. We'll have a look in their sales section. We'll see if they've got anything that's been used that's cheap for us. Just quickly run in. Leave the engine on. I want to be quick. I want to be quick, quick, quick. You alright, guys? Always hanging out. They love having a look at the machinery but never really sort of buy anything. Those type of folks. So, up we go. We want to go, probably, I do prefer a disc, to be fair. And again, it doesn't necessarily need to be a big thing, does it? Oh, I better check that I don't own one. No, just the plough and the mulcher. And our field roller. I haven't got much in the way of... Unless we go... What's the horsepower on that? 180? That's a 6 metre. On the knotch. Or the notch. The Crossmax 600, that's what we'll call it. I don't think it's one that I've used before. I think I might go with that. Oh, actually, I said I was going to have a look and see if there's any second hand, didn't I? Hey, oh, there's a Joker. It's a bit big. That is a bit big, isn't it? But that is it. So, yeah. I think we go with the Crossmax. It's just... I think the cultivators will bring up stones for us. They are cheaper. And we know I do like a Cavernland. No, we'll go with a disc. Go with a disc. With the Crossmax 600. I want the old school warning signs on it. And we shall buy that. And that's going to cost us 37 grand. That's a lot. That is a lot when we could buy something for like 7.5 in it. It's another one of those things where maybe we could have just leased, I guess. We don't need to buy everything. But we are going to want a disc every time we, redo our fields. So something we want to own. We don't have to plough every time, and we brought the plough, so... I'm going to have to give this a little push. I don't think I'm going to get a swing on it there nicely. Look away. Alright. At least this one will fold up as well. Let's go see if we can break soil before the sun goes down. How did I ever think that I was going to lime, cultivate this, and slurry 2 fields this episode? What was wrong with me? A week away from the farm and I lost all concept of time, of jobs. If this does bring up stones, should be alright, because after we've planted it, we'll roll it with our roller. And they should go back in. Hopefully they'll only be small or medium stones if they come up. The ploughing didn't bring up any big rocks. I'm pretty certain that field stones is on. I don't usually turn it off. Or turn them off. You just keep everything and then just complain about everything profusely. How should we do this? Shall I? So they're a little bit smaller, so there is an overlap. So headland should be fine. There we are. Beautiful stuff. And that's a much better bed to seed into when we seed. When that comes around. Something else we're going to have to buy. Again, I feel like, what do we get out of that? Max speed, like 11 miles. I feel like that's way too quick. If I set that to 7, even that feels quick. Feels much better than going at 11 miles an hour, though. Maybe 6 feels a bit better. 6 or 5 would probably be better. So yeah, I'll spend the rest of this evening cultivating this field. I'll let my worker finish doing whatever they're doing over where they are. And when we come back next time, we will slurry this field, and then we'll head over and we will cultivate and slurry the other field. And then, because it should be March, we might be looking at planting, possibly. I think it might be a little bit. I think it might be April that we'll be planting. So we'll have a look at what else is about. But going off how long this is taking to do, those jobs will probably take up our next morning anyway. But yeah, since this is probably about an hour long now already, we'll call it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Not as progressive as I thought we were going to be, but we have got some work done. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. Like I say, as always, comments and feedback down there. Any feedback you've got, always greatly appreciated. You know, be kind, but, you know, be honest. There's things we should have done, should be doing. If you thought there was a better way that we could have done something, I am always all ears for it. If you want to support the channel with your purchases for Farm Sim, the new DLC has been announced to be our Giants partner. The links are down in the description, or if you go to the Giants website, Giants store, use partner code FARQUAR, FARQUAR. We get a little bit kickback. That goes towards helping the channel a little bit, and I would appreciate that if you considered that. I don't try and force the sales and push the sales of the DLC. I mean, we've only just found out what part 1 of the season pass is going to be, and it looks like grass care, Dutch brands, and yeah, it could be interesting. So I'm going to be picking up these individually myself. I'm not going to go for the whole season pass because I don't know what's coming. But if you want to purchase it, you want to support the channel, you can with it through that. As always, a massive thank you to the channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome. Your support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to support the channel that way, you can yourselves as well. Channel membership starts from 99p. Channel members get early access to all the content we put out. So although on the schedule this will have been a week from the last episode, those guys will have had this a fair bit earlier, I should imagine. But ultimately, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to try and get this finished before it's too dark, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.